Hey guys, Blevnu here with another team review, and today we're going to be looking over a very safe team if you want to climb through the 2300s, I think. It's a team consisting of Talonflame on the lead, Vigoroth on the safe swap, and Alolan Graveler in the back. Similar to the team that I started out with that had Lantern in the back, but I think this team is pretty safe in the current meta. The only weakness it really has is water in the front and the back, uh, but I didn't run into a lot of that, so let's see how these battles go. So we have Talonflame into Frostlass. This is a positive lead, and we're going to stay in here. Probably going to block this Avalanche. No, we decided to call the Avalanche, which is fine because they're going to have to shield here. They don't shield, so I'm going to immediately go into my safe swap so they can't farm me down. And they have a Talonflame, so I'm just going to have to spam out these body slams here. Hopefully, after I lose this secondary matchup, I can get some energy with Alolan Graveler. So they throw pretty much right away, so don't get too much energy. I can come in here with Alolan Graveler. I'm hoping that I can farm them all the way down. And they don't get to a move. So that's really good for me. I have a lot of energy here, and they have an Alolan Graveler in the back. So yeah, looking good because they allowed me to get all that energy. An opponent at a higher rank might have swapped sooner, definitely, but I gotta take what I can get. So you see they went for the Stone Edge there because that was their only real win con, was me calling the Stone Edge. But I can just go straight Rock Blast and win this match. So next we have Talonflame into Altaria. This is a pretty negative lead, but I like to just go right for the Brave Bird and swap immediately to my Vigoroth. You can also swap into Graveler, judging by whatever you think would do better in the end game. They throw the Sky Attack, which is nice because they're pretty energy dry now. They swap into their own Talonflame, and now I'm in a pretty good spot because I can get all this energy with Alolan Graveler. And I'm swapping right away so that they're also switch locked in for a while. And now I can do a lot of work on this Altaria if they decide to come in again. They come in with Ninetales, so at this point this is a pretty hard counter. Ninetales will have to eat either a Rock Blast or a Stone Edge. So I'm going to just start ramping up my damage with these flame charges. I've got 2 shields. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to get off a single Incinerate on this Ninetales, but I should be able to get to the Rock Blast, and that should be the game. Next, we have Talonflame into Victory Bell. Obviously, one of the most positive leads you can see. They switch into Alolan Marowak, and I'm just going right for the Brave Bird against the Alolan Marowak. This is why Talonflame is so strong, and they let it go. So you really can't afford to let that go, especially because now I have a Vigoroth, and this Vigoroth is going to farm this Alolan Marowak all the way down. So a really good situation here. I've got so many body slams to throw at this Victory Bell. They let the first one go. They're going to have to shield this next one if they want to win this tertiary matchup. They let it go, so I swap immediately into Talonflame because Talonflame can just get off some safe damage and ramp up its damage with Flame Charge. Might have been safer to go into Graveler there, but no matter what, I did not want this Altaria to gain farm on my Vigoroth. So at this point, luckily, Alolan Graveler is going to be able to farm this all the way down, can easily tank that Moonblast, and that's the game. So we got Talonflame into Lickitung. This is a pretty good lead. I can just safely go for the Brave Bird here because both of my options at back can handle Lickitung. Graveler has a little bit of a hard time because of the Power Whip, but we're looking good here with the Brave Bird landing. And Frostlass cannot farm me down without taking a Bulldoze and a Body Slam. So this Frostlass is going to be very low. Let's see where I decide to take the damage. So I take the damage here onto my my Talonflame. And I'm just hoping that Graveler's going to be strong back. And it is. This is a hard counter. So Graveler definitely winning me that match by a landslide. Mantine, so we're just going to swap immediately into Vigoroth. They swap immediately into Shiftry, so this is not a good swap for them. They should have just stayed in with Mantine. As it stands, I can take this Leaf Blade right here and then farm all the way down. So in a good spot. This Mantine is going to have a hard time bubbling me down without taking a bunch of Body Slam damage. And first Body Slam does a good chunk. This Bubble Beam is not going to take me out, and I can get to another Body Slam. Yeah. 2 Body Slams puts it pretty solidly in the yellow, almost in the red. And now I can just come farm all the way down with Graveler. Not too worried about whatever this is. I can easily take a Bubble Beam. I'll probably just go. No, I'm not going to go into Talonflame quite yet. But now I blind swap into Talonflame, and this is game over because the Graveler at this point can safely just farm all the way down. They really couldn't afford to let that charge move go, even though it's a resisted flame charge. Talonflame into Vigoroth. This is a great lead. I can go for the Brave Bird here and then go into my own Vigoroth and either get a shield advantage or yeah. So they let it go. So that's the best case scenario. I get take the Body Slam onto my own Vigoroth, and they come into Wigglytuff. So this is good. I'm going to get off 2 Body Slams on this Wigglytuff. And it's so low now. I can just come into my Talonflame and take them out, hopefully before they get to their Ice Beam. And looking really good here. They come into their own Talonflame. I just Flame Charge here just to do some damage. And I'm waiting for them to throw their move. Flame Charge again. This is probably going to get the shield. Yeah, and so now anything that they throw here is just not going to do any damage. So, yeah, once again, the Brave Bird really comes in clutch there. Now we got Talonflame into Wigglytuff. This is a very positive lead, obviously. They come into their own Talonflame, and I've got a turn advantage, so just going to go for the Flame Charge here. They're probably going to shield. They do shield, so that's good. They're definitely not going to throw the Brave Bird here, so I can comfortably no-shield this. And I go into my Graveler, so this is hard Counter City, baby. Now I've got energy on my own Talonflame, and I can farm this Talonflame all the way down. I just decided to Rock Blast it just to get rid of it because they would get to another Flame Charge, but I can still get to this Stone Edge. So this is almost going to take out the Wigglytuff. I can safely farm this Wigglytuff down with my Talonflame, waiting out the clock because the switch timer isn't quite up on my end, but it is on their end. So now I can farm this down, and they give up the match. So we have Talonflame into Stunfisk. This is a negative lead, so I'm going to swim immediately into my Vigoroth. Kind of a dangerous situation here because I'm actually hard countered by Stunfisk in the back as well, but luckily we have a little bit of a disconnection here, but luckily they're staying in to the this negative matchup up with Vigoroth, and you missed it, but they actually took the Bulldoze there. So really good situation. I can safely take them out here, and my Graveler in the back doesn't even need to see it. They have a Dugong, so if they lead with Stunfisk, then you can safely assume that they're going to be weak to a Alolan Graveler in the back. So really nice that we're able to take out the Stunfisk without the Graveler being able to see it. And now I should be able to safely win here because I correctly shielded up the Water Pulse. I'm just going to throw the Rock Blasts here, expecting the Lapras to shield. Is this a Rock Blast? Yeah, it's another Rock Blast. They shield again, so at this point it's good game. I can just shield here, and I should get to the Stone Edge. Yep. Got Talonflame into Talonflame. Here I usually like to just go right for the Brave Bird. But they actually throw first, and other people don't seem to like Brave Birding first, so I just no-shield up the Flame Charge, and they actually, I actually don't throw my move, so I'm going to stay in here because I no-shielded the Flame Charge. And I go into my Graveler just to force them to swap out because they were buffed with their Flame Charges, and I just wanted them to lose their buff. And luckily, they don't have a hard counter to Graveler. So, like I said, Graveler was looking really strong in this ELO range. Their Ninetales gets almost taken out by that Stone Edge. So now I can really comfortably come in here with my Talonflame, take them out, and their own Talonflame is going to have to eat these Flame Charges or shield, and now they're out of shields. So I can just block this. I can Brave Bird, and then that should be game over. We've got Talonflame into Frostlass. This is a good lead once again. This time they switch out into Bibarel, so I could have been much quicker on the switch for sure. Unfortunately, I'm just not used to Incinerate, so I accidentally got 2 Incinerates before I swapped. But I correctly shielded up the Hyper Beam, so they're not going to get to another move here. I could have potentially undercharged that Body Slam and gotten off some more charge off the Bibarel, but as it stands, they don't gain that much energy on their Frostlass, so looking pretty good here. They have a Lantern in the back, so I have to shield this up. This is probably going to be the Hydro Pump. Luckily, it is the Hydro Pump. They don't bait, And so I'm going to throw the Stone Edge here, hoping that they don't shield, and they don't. So I'm just going to throw these Rock Blasts just to get this Lantern out of here. They shield up this time. Is this the Hydro Pump? Let's see. It is the Hydro Pump. So that takes me out. And at this point, I just have to spam out these Flame Charges. And they actually let the first one go. So yeah, it's good that I was able to just call that Hydro Pump against the Lantern. If they had baited me there, that might have been a closer game. But yeah, as it stands, the 2300s was a great place to use Alolan Graveler in the back. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same tomorrow, but yeah, I've got a couple of very spicy teams coming up. This one's more of a safe one to climb. If you guys use this team, if you get any success, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.